Great kid, great football player.
Great family.
Great family. He's gonna come ready to practice every day.
I don't see no Leonte Wester clips. All I see is this man putting in work. Leonte Wester has to be one of my favorite stories coming into the NFL this year. Obviously, 6th-round pick by the Ravens, former Buffalo, an absolute demon when it comes to running these routes, being explosive, and I really think he's going to be a great asset, not only in the special teams, but also maybe doing some underneath things. So we're going to check in on Ravens OTAs. We're going to check in, obviously, on Leonte Wester. We got some Lamar Jackson updates as well. We're going to hear from the head coach in charge, and my personal favorite Raven player besides Lajohntay and Lamar Jackson, Isaiah Likely, because he's going to have some things to say. Mark Andrews as well. But I mean, first things first, like I know you see the title of the video. Sometimes y'all be saying I'm clickbaiting, but it's no clickbaiting, dog. Leonte Wester has been named a standout player at the Raven OTAs week 1. Wester can fly around, and he showed that hauling in a long touchdown pass. He also made a tough grab over the middle. Now, I haven't been able to see the pictures. I guess, Ravens are a little more closed off to media, but here is something in more detail. He can fly. He juggled it at first, but held on for the score. The 6th-round pick also made a tough grab over the middle, despite the pass being tipped by undrafted linebacker Jay Higgins. Photo cred. And then also Lamar Jackson also stood out. So Lamar Jackson came out sharp during the first week of OTAs. He delivered a beautiful long pass to rookie wide receiver Leonte Wester. Dropped one in a bucket to Dayton Wade. Despite double coverage down the sideline, he had a pinpoint long pass to Zay Flowers. Jackson set the tone with an offense that looked crisp from the jump. So you have to remember, to point out, the first line says, or the first part of this, it says he delivered a beautiful long pass to rookie wide receiver Leonte Wester. So that confirms that Mr. 83, as it is now, is getting some first team reps. This is just a higher quality picture that I saw from OTAs. Again, trying to get as many clips as I can. So some people were saying, well, this is good, right? Obviously, this is the second line in the depth chart. These are the ones. You got Zay Flowers, you got Rashad Bateman, you got D-Hop, who's been going crazy so far. And Leonte Wester is the number 2, not actually number 2, but he's behind Leonte Wester. This typically indicates which receiver you are, but either which receiver you are or where you are in the pecking order. So this could mean one or two things. This could either mean, DeAndre being the X, or I'm not even sure he's going to be the X. He might be the Y because he's a little older. But whether he's the X or the Y, right, this is the backup X or Y, right? If Zay Flowers is the X, Tylan Wallace should be the backup X. But it could also mean that, hey, these are our first 3 X, Y, however you line up. And then it goes, technically it would go Lajohntay because he's behind the number 1. Or maybe Zay Flowers if you think he's the number 1. Hey, I know y'all got a wide receiver room over there in Baltimore. Y'all got some players. I have DeAndre Hopkins bias because I'm a Texans fan. So y'all Ravens fans looking at me like a 40-year-old DeAndre Hopkins or 30-something-year-old DeAndre Hopkins being number 1. But you see that there. That can be positive stuff. But something that's undeniable, which again, this is why I'm saying, hey man, don't say DeAndre ain't number 1 receiver, because the fastest leaderboards came up for OTA. And first off, guess who right there? Guess who top 4? Top 4, Leonte Wester. That's faster than Zay Flowers. That's faster than first-round overall pick defensive back Malachi Walker. But interesting names above here at 20 miles an hour. We got DeAndre Hopkins in the top 3 in speed. Tez Walker miles an hour. So Leonte Wester is not just impressing when it comes to, he's making plays or whatever. Also, for someone who's not known as a speed demon, it seems like Leonte Wester got faster. I don't know. It's probably because the only clip I could find of Leonte Wester is him putting in work. I'm like, man, where are the Lajohntay? I can't see nothing. I don't see no Leonte Wester clips. All I see is this man putting in work. This was, I think, a week before OTAs, and I was waiting until we had more OTA. I was hoping we were going to get some more clips from Lajohntay, but we're going to get into the OTA clips that we have. Not a lot for Lajohntay, but this is what he's been doing. And this is what he was doing the day after he got drafted. This is what he's doing the week before OTAs. And now the first week of OTA. This ain't no, you're biased, you want to talk about Lajohntay. This is what the Baltimore media had to say. This is what the Ravens media had to say. Hey, he's the standout guy. He's the one making things happen. So let's take a peek at some a little bit of OTA stuff, and it's going to be a lot of the other wide receivers like D-Hop, Zay Flowers, and things of that nature. I think, the Ravens know what's going on, so they're not giving as much. Oh, wait, was that? I think that was Lajohntay right there. Hold up. Is it him? Or does that say White? I can't see. Oh, 82. Okay, it's not him. There goes Rashad Bateman. Here goes Zay Flowers. Great rookie season from him. And Rashad Bateman obviously continues to develop. But then this connection is going to feed families. If you're a Baltimorean, you know what I'm saying? This is just what D-Hop does, though. You know what I'm saying? Again, he was never known as a speedster. He was known as someone that can catch everything. Nate Wiggins there. King Henry just got extended. So, you know what I'm saying? He's ready to rock and roll, I think. The biggest, baddest dog. I would say top 3 running backs in the league right now. Even at his age, the production cannot be denied. The fear that he puts into defenses cannot be denied. So look, man, as always, the Ravens are going to be very loaded. So Lajohntay joining this team is fun because it gives me an excuse to talk about a very fun team. It gives me an excuse to talk about one of my favorite players of all time in Lamar Jackson. That's college and NFL. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Louisville boys. Shout out to Teddy Two Gloves too. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Now here's a little, before we get into some more, we had some more interviews from, the head coach. We got some from Mike. Well, where's my Isaiah Likely? Oh, it's actually right here. This has some interviews from Isaiah Likely. It has some snippets from John Harbaugh and just some recaps of OTAs. Here we go. Oh, whoa, not the song. Let's get right to it. Come on, wait, we got OTA? There we go.
Including season bets.
Yeah, apparently 100% OTA. So I'm just here for the clips. We're gonna listen to no offense here, but also go watch your video. Go watch your video if you want to see the way she yapping. Is that Awofo? Oh, here we go.
We're tired of finishing in spots where we shouldn't have finished. We're just trying to capitalize, and you can tell by guys like Lamar, D-Hop, Deanne, Bate, Rowe, K-Ham, Beaks, guys that don't, like you said, don't have to be here, but we're here. We're putting in the work, building the foundations, and it's a testament to what the goal is in the future. And I feel like we got the team. We had the team the past few years, to be honest, and it's just, I feel like experience and the attitude now is going to get us over the hump.
For tight end Isaiah Likely, the hunger for a different outcome is driving his offseason work.
I feel like everybody got the memo after the last game of the year. I mean, when you don't reach your ultimate goal, which is to, win and hold that trophy and smile with everybody, everybody's always hungry to get back to the next season and really get done. And then knowing, the team we have, the chemistry we have, and the leaders that we have, everybody's always itching to come back, play football, and really just get that job done now.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that from Isaiah Likely. And I think it goes to like the mindset and the trajectory that this team's on, right? This team is not just wanting to be there or just wanting to show up. I think this is a team that's going to, like they usually do, compete for AFC championships, right? Compete for titles and hopefully make it there. Look, man, Lamar's got to get one for the people, for the culture, for the people who love watching Lamar Jackson on Saturdays. You got to get us one, man. And I think he can. I think he will. So let's hear just about some of the things just around. This is going to be general updates, right? This is, Harbaugh talking about Lamar. He's going to talk about Malachi Starks, the first overall pick, former Georgia player, kind of beating the drum again on the OTAs. And then we're going to hear from Mark Andrews. He's going to be talking also about Lamar Jackson, the infectious leadership that he provides, as well as the offensive coordinator and the things that he's happy to get into with Todd Monken. So let's start with Harbaugh.
And we see it out here.
Seeing Malachi, first time out there with the guys, you've seen with the rookie camp, but to see him out there with some of the veterans, kind of what did you your first impression?
I think he's doing a good job. I don't think he's really flashed yet because he's just trying to be in the right spot right now and make the right call. The safeties have a lot of communication, but I haven't seen him make a mistake yet with the communication. He looks really good as an athlete.
When you get him out here this early in the process, I know it's a long ways off, but the start of the season, but when you get him, what does that speak to just in terms of your performance?
Yeah, I mean, it's the same. It's the same for all the players, and obviously Lamar is our quarterback, and he's our guy, and I've said it many times. I think he's the best. He's the best in football. So he works hard at it. It means a lot to him. He's been studying it. He's been training. You can tell kind of shape he's in right now. You can see by the way through the ball. You guys all saw it today.
But
I mean, you had a pretty strong attendance out there. How does that help, do you think, having that amount good attendance this early in the offseason?
It's great. I mean, you know, coaches, we want to coach. We want players to be here. We talked about it today. We all know what we're here for, you know, and we have a mission that we're trying to accomplish, and to see the guys out there working as hard as they are and as hard as they have been means a lot. I love the way these guys work. I think they've been very intentional about every aspect of what we've done. Every phase 1, phase 2, and now phase 3.
Now over to Mark Andrews.
Play in January right now. We start right now and just focus on getting better every day.
You've been with Lamar throughout your whole career. What does it mean to have another shot at this together? You guys have been working at this together this entire time.
There's no one more hungry than Lamar and to winning, ultimately that end goal. And so just being around him, it's infectious. How driven he is.
Tell us about something that Monken has added to the offense. The tight end productivity has been the best probably in NFL history the last 2 years, with 30 touchdowns and 1 interception. Talk about what he's added to the game that's enabled some of that.
Yeah, Monk's a creative mind, and he's always pushing us to be better. Run up to the line fast, all the little details that matter within a game, it makes a difference, because when you're on your details, when you're focused on the little things, those are the things that matter. And I think that him continue to push us, his creative.
And again, that just kind of speaks to, I think, the team in general that Lajohntay is joining and being a part of. I think that's absolutely great. And it's just dope to see in all generality and totality, right? So going back to Lajohntay, again, this is not specifically about what's it called, OTAs. That's why I'm putting this at the end. Just more about Lajohntay. Here is some snippets that the Ravens have released, as well as some snippets that obviously Well Off Media, Bucky has released. And speaking about Lajohntay's former relationship and former a time at FAU and how that kind of relates to it. And what I want to talk about, and I want to stress here, and the point that's going to be proven is that, look, whenever you make an impact wherever you are, it's going to follow you, right? So don't feel like just because you're going to, you might move on to something else, or you might transfer away from FAU and go to a University of Colorado. This is going to be proof that, look, as long as wherever you go, you don't burn bridges, and you do your best to be the best you can. And Lajohntay has been their consummate professional at every step, that you're going to find something for you here. So let's check it out.
Yes, sir.
Home team.
Home team.
Yeah, 941.
Home team.
Yeah, you ready to come up here and do something?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. They going crazy out here.
They going crazy. I say, are you ready to come up here and do something?
They going crazy. Hold on, down.
Yeah, they going crazy.
Hold on. Hello.
Yeah.
Go try it.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Tell your parents congratulations. Proud of all of you.
Yes, sir. We get to do it again, man.
Yeah, we get to do it again. You come into a great organization. You gonna fit in perfectly here. What we're all about.
Yes, sir.
So come here and do what you know how to do, and make us all proud. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Congratulations. I already know what y'all doing at your house.
Yeah. You know it. You know what time it is. You know how we coming.
All right, buddy.
You know how we coming.
All right.
Yes,
Congratulations.
sir. Love you, baby.
All right.
Yes,
Love you
sir.
too. All right, buddy.
Oh man, that's some good stuff, man. That's some good stuff. So former coach there at FAU, former coach at Colorado.
No prom, he played with prom. I'm like, yes, sir. That's my guy. He like, yeah, we love him up here. We love him up here.
Yeah. But I'm glad I saw you catching them punts. I was like, boy, I hope this joker remember everything we talked about.
Everything. I remember everything.
Everything. Well, do your thing.
And they got music though, but so I can't go too long. That's great. And then here's Willie Taggart just speaking about Lajohntay.
Great kid, great football player.
Yep. Great family.
Great family. He's gonna come ready to practice every day. He's ready to win like that.
Hey man, that makes me feel good. Look, these for as much as I was drawn in and I learned about Lajohntay through the world of Colorado, right? And, through the world of college football as I've, these past 2 years, I've been getting deeper into college football, and then I started, making videos and yapping about it. I've always watched it, but, really want to get deep and dive into it. And my favorite thing about getting deeper into it is these stories, right? These stories that are created through these athletes. And I think Lajohntay's is one that, full of adversity like many of these young kids is, but it's full of a consistency, right? It's full of him going out there and taking care of business. I always allude to this mostly in the season, but now that we've gotten to the NFL and we're following these individual players and their stories, in the NFL, I want to point out that after all the NFL players, now, obviously, Will Shepard's dealing with something, I think that's just physical stuff. So, hey, it is what it is. All these players that are making it to the NFL, all these Deion Sanders kids that have been either recruited, Travis Hunter, or been picked up through the transfer portal, Jimmy Horn, Leonte Wester, these guys that are now making it to the next level, the consistency is wow. This guy is just a hard worker. We want to be around him. We like doing it. These are wide receivers, guys. These are wide receivers. The divas, the prima donnas of the world of the NFL, and Coach Prime has been able to produce so far a good handful of them that just people want to be around. That, hey, I just want to hard work. Someone who, in Leonte Wester, whose hard work and determination and ability and character has extended beyond just what he does in the college career, but now it helps him not just get to the NFL, but go to a place that now he's got confidence in. You know what it means to have somebody on the staff that has coached you before, who can stand up for you and say, hey, man, this guy is a guy. Not just his film can back it up, but now he has people in the room that are going to back him up, not to mention Deion Sanders. These kids don't do anything off the field. They never have any problems off the field. They just show up, they show out, and they continue to be amazing standouts. So congratulations to Leonte Wester. It's going to be so fun keeping up with the Ravens, keeping up with Lajohntay. Obviously, we're going to keep up with Jimmy. We're going to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to explain something because this is college football Tings, CFB Tings, right? We are going to still do college football stuff. In the season, still doing the game previews, game reviews, but we're just going to be adding a little bit of NFL in there too. We're going to watch the NFL through the lens of college football. So it starts with a college football legend, a standout, someone whose, effort at the collegiate level has now got him into a pretty good spot with the Ravens. Y'all let me know down below how you feel about Lajohntay, about the Ravens, in general. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't like it. Subscribe if you enjoy foosball content of all shapes, sizes, and form, man. We're going to be going crazy this offseason. So, man, I really appreciate y'all supporting as well. And we will see you next time. Continue to be great. Peace.